Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're going to be talking about this clip here because I got a lot of thoughts about it. Now, before I begin, I'm not singling out Melissa Tate. I got no issues with Melissa Tate, no animus. I actually like her. I follow her, and she's, as far as I can tell, she's on our side. She's right. She's correct on all the issues. So, God bless her. But in this specific case, I don't even necessarily think she's wrong. I just don't agree with her. And she's not the only person that shares this belief. There's other content creators, my fellow contemporaries, that share this as well. I'm just singling her out because I got the tweet here. So let's just go ahead and read it, and I'm going to go ahead and respond. I'm going to go ahead and play this video as well without audio. It's just people marching in the street. So anyway, it's no longer about left versus right. It's about Americans uniting to stand up against a totalitarian fascist government that wants you to choose between feeding your family or participate in medical experimentation, which violates the Nuremberg Code. So here. She's not even wrong. So what we have here at the bottom of the screen, or this little video that she has embedded in this tweet, is Americans, just regular Americans. I think this is New York City, in MAGA hats, and of course there's people waving around the American flag, and then of course I believe this specific event might have been spearheaded by members of Black Lives Matter. Not only that, Black Lives Matter has been reaching out to people on the right, other fellow contemporaries, and of course myself, reaching out to us to join them in marching against and to protest against protest against the mandates and the Fauciism and this medical tyranny. Which sounds all good and dandy, but to that I say, no thank you. No. I'm not interested in locking arms or marching alongside Black Lives Matter activists or Antifa or the Democrats or the lying press or the teachers and their unions or any of these idiot groups. I'm not interested in it whatsoever. And if you wear the Make America Great Again hat, if you're a conservative, if you're a Republican, if you're a Christian, if you're an America Firster, you have no business being at these events. You have no business bringing your high energy to a BLM march or protest or a BLM sanctioned event, etc., etc. Let me just put something in perspective for you. For the last 5 to 6 years, Black Lives Matter has been committing what Ramsey Paul calls blood libel. They've been committing blood libel against people like me. Now, what exactly is blood libel? To summarize it quickly, it's basically blaming people like me, people who look like Nicholas Sandmann, people who look like Ben Shapiro, to blame us for, things that occurred or may not have occurred in the past. They blame us for all these alleged hate crimes, of which, of course, are total bunk. According to fakehatecrimes.org, there have been over 400 fake hate crimes this year alone. The year's not even over. Let me say that one more time. There have been over 400 fake hate crimes this year alone. Legitimate fake hate crimes. These are the legit ones. These are the ones that we were able to keep track of. There's been 400 of them. And of course, the victim is always somebody who looks like a Tamir Rice. And the person committing the hate crime looks like a Nick Sandmann, looks like, a Nicholas J. Fuentes. And then, of course, these stories end up becoming fake. I've done a few videos on these fake hate crimes, and they're actually quite popular. And one of my more popular ones was the one about Althea Bernstein. And they've been reliably doing this for the last 5 to 6 years. It's been getting worse. People thought, now that the Orange Man is gone, all these fake hate crimes will disappear. Why would they? They make a lot of money off of these fake hate crimes. They're able to gain supporters because of these hate crimes. They're able to get their policies pushed through Congress, pushed through the local legislature because of these fake hate crimes. They're going to keep doing it. But we're supposed to march alongside them. They burned down our cities. They killed over 40 Americans last year during the violent Black Lives Matter activist riots, during the St. George Floyd riots. I'm kidding. I shouldn't call him St. George Floyd. Drug addict, career criminal George Floyd. Those riots, remember that? Over 40 Americans perished. One of them being a retired police captain. He was black, by the way. murdered ruthlessly on Facebook Live. His family watched him ruthlessly murdered by violent Black Lives Matter activists. Another veteran, he was white. He successfully defended his family against violent Black Lives Matter activists. It was a group of them. He successfully defended himself, and he killed one of them. They weren't going to press charges against him, but eventually they decided to press charges against him. After many months later, he killed himself. But we're supposed to march alongside them because they have the same opinion as I do about mandates, about the pandemic, which is totally legitimate, by the way. Now, yeah, no, thank you. I bet these activists, these BLM thugs, I bet they like pizza too. I guess that's another good reason to join them and lock arms with them and help them out with their agenda. Nah, no, thank you. And again, I have to implore all the conservatives, the Christians, the America Firsters, the Groypers, everybody who's not a part of the modern left, who isn't a part of the Democratic Party, who isn't a violent activist thug, who's not Antifa, don't join these people. Don't sell your soul just because you want. What do you gain from that? What do you gain from joining these people in their protests? Joining these people during their demonstrations against the mandates? Are you desperate for their approval? Are you trying to virtue signal? Are you trying to show like, hey, we can get along, everything's hunky-dory? Did you forget what they've done? Did you forget who they really are? These people are communists. They're Marxists. They're social. They're all of the above. They're violent. They are criminals. People got burned alive. They're gone now. Turned to ash. Because of something that happened in Minneapolis. And it had nothing to do with anything, but they got killed. And we're supposed to march with them. We're supposed to join them against Fauci and creepy Biden, sleepy creepy Biden. Yeah, the whole enemy of my enemy is my ally bullshit. Fuck all that. That's for the children. You'll find that shit in a comic book movie. You'll see that shit in some like young adult film. Like the Hunger Games or some shit. Is that what they're called? Young adult films, YG films, young generation films. I don't fucking care. I don't watch any of that shit. We got no dude. They threatened to kill our kids. The Covington Catholic boys, did you forget about that? Nicholas Sandman and his classmates, literally standing, literally doing nothing. Hours upon hours of video of these young kids, these young Catholic boys, literally doing nothing. The lying press, members of Congress, members of the Senate, U.S. Senate, all the violent activists, the entire Democratic Party, all these idiot TV personalities calling for these kids to be killed. People threatened to burn those kids alive. They had to have police patrol the school during the school year. They wanted to ruin these kids' lives. They wanted to fucking hurt them. People in the Disney Corporation depicted the kids being thrown in a wood chipper for literally standing there. And then, of course, the methed out individual who was at the receiving end of this fake hate crime, Nathan Phillips, the stolen valor guy. Probably the only individual that I'll ever say is stolen valor because it's, confirmed at this point beyond a reasonable doubt. He made up lies too. But we're supposed to march alongside them. The fuck out of here with that shit. You're out of your fucking mind. If you go and join those people. Why? Let them suffer. This is what they wanted. For an entire year. They exaggerated this totally legitimate pandemic that is happening exactly as it's being reported. They exaggerated that shit to depose President Trump. They lied about it. Oh my God, evil orange man screwed up everything. We need to get rid of evil orange man because his response to the totally legitimate pandemic is no good, so we got to get rid of him. They lied. They went along with this. And now it's their asses. They're getting kicked out of these stores. They're getting kicked out of these restaurants. Now it's my fucking problem. Now they want my help. Now they want you guys to go join them. No fucking way, man. They shit the bed. They got to lay in it. The shitbirds have come home to roost. It ain't our fucking problem. We warned people against this. I didn't want this. I didn't vote for this. I was out there every fucking day during the Stop the Steal era, stumping for my boy Trump. They tried to fight us. They drove by, and they would literally try to fucking fight us. But now they're getting fired. Now they're being denied opportunities. Their lives are being made miserable. Their human rights are being trampled upon by the Democratic Party. You get what you fucking deserve, man. You fucking lied about us. If you're a Christian, you're a conservative, you're a Republican, you're America First, or you're a groiper, you're any of that shit, and you go to these events, you're a fucking chump. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You think I'm gonna go out there and do the bidding of the teachers' unions and the teachers who are indoctrinating and abusing children because they're getting fired because they're not getting, they're not going along with the mandates? Fuck no. You think I'm gonna have any sympathy for these fucking nurses who produce all kinds of propaganda the past 2 years about this totally legitimate pandemic? It's totally legitimate. You think I'm going to shed a tear for them? Join them in their protests? Fuck no. Worry about yourself, guys. Worry about your family. Worry about your own people. Don't get fucking mixed up with these idiots, man. Don't get mixed up with these idiots. It's not worth it. I'm just not going to fucking do it, man. I don't want to do it. And you shouldn't either. Melissa Tate probably has her heart in the right place, and I've just seen too many of, my people get killed. The results of the totally legitimate results of the 2020 election, and seeing so many people cheer that on. Just not interested in uniting with anybody who supports this. And everybody who did, I know some people. They're losing their house. They're losing their business. They've lost their job. Got no more money. Their significant others leaving them because they're broke and all this other shit. Am I supposed to feel sorry for you? You wanted this. You cheered it all on. You downplayed people being murdered by these violent activists. You get what you deserve. I've said in other videos, I know what I got to do. And I know what I don't have to do. I don't have to join with these people. I never will. They're scum. They're vile. They're animals. And they're not one of us. They don't see themselves as one of us. They don't see themselves as Americans. They don't see themselves as patriotic. They hate our history. They hate our heritage. And if you have children that are white, or if you're young and you're white and you go to these public schools, they want to blame all of the world's problems on you. They will blame all the world's problems on you. And all the people that wanted these mandates, that exaggerated the totally legitimate pandemic, that cheered on the totally legitimate results of the 2020 election, these are the first people to get fucked. And now they want us to help them. No, thank you.